Good evening, South Brunswick. We are live from Crossroads North. I'm calling the meeting order. Please rise for the salute of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the board secretary has caused notice of this meeting, including date, time, and location, to be posted in the South Brunswick Public Library and the board office, filed with the township clerk, and communicated to the Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger. Roll call, Mr. Pulaski, please.
Mr. Roger Krishna? Yes, sir. Mr. Ray Keener? Here. Mrs. Joyce Mehta? Here. Mr. Mike Mitchell? Present. Dr. Stephen Parker? Here. Dr. Smita Raj?
Here.
Mrs. Lisa Rogers? Present. Mr. Joseph Scaletti? Mr. Barry Nathanson?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Mr. Scaletti, I spoke to today. He had a business issue, so he will not be present this evening. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda? Moved by Mr. Mitchell, second by Dr. Parker. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Approval of minutes, board minutes of April 15th, 2021. So moved by Mrs. Rogers. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Keener. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Is Zoya with us? Mm-hmm. Oh, she's up there. Zoya, reporter, student representative. Zoya, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. As always, I hope you all had a great day so far. So the end of the year, where everything's starting to wrap up, especially with election season. So election season is coming up. I'm sure with all of your clubs, you're individually receiving information. A lot of clubs actually already have their e-boards for next year also settled, but class council and student council election information is now out. And it is out on every single Google Classroom, like grade level Google Classroom. So if you're interested in it, make sure to check that out. Now today, it feels like it's a lot of senior news I'm going to be sharing with everyone today. So there was correspondence sent out from Mr. Varela like a week or two ago, and it basically listed out all of the different senior events that are going to be happening in the upcoming weeks. So I've been asked to share that with you guys. So every senior and every senior parent has received this email, but I'm just going to quickly be going over it because there are some deadlines and other things coming up that are like happening right now even. So College Decision Day was May 1st. Still, we are honoring and recognizing and celebrating our seniors through VTN. So if you want to be recognized and you want to be featured on VTN, you can still send in a video or a picture of yourself and where you're going to college. So prom is coming up, very exciting. We are getting prom, and one of the big things before prom is actually the Viking Closet prom dress event. Now this year it can't be in person, but like how it traditionally is, but there are signups organized. So if you want to shop around, you can sign up for a date. So it's on the 11th, so yesterday. There was one today. There's one on the 14th. There's one on the 19th, and there's one on the 22nd. So basically, you sign up, and it's like a slot for you and like a few other people, and you can go in and pick out a prom dress if you want. So speaking of prom, that information is out. It is out on the senior level Google Classroom. There's a form that you need to fill out. It's basically asking you who your table mates are, and so we have that information already. And for the actual packet collection, that is also coming up very soon. It's on the 19th. Yeah, it's on the 19th, and one person needs to drop off like your cover letter for your entire table, and it is from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. and you have to go from the Stouts Lane entrance. So make sure, like absolutely make sure to turn in your packet, because it is first come, first serve, and also there are 2 different times. So if you really want to be in one time, they're going to try their best to accommodate that, but you also have to make sure that you get in all your paperwork on time to like just increase your chances of getting what time slot you actually do want. So upcoming June 1st, I know all seniors know this date too, Senior Society is starting. So all that information is out. There's a new Google Classroom for it, so make sure to join that. You can do either in person with a teacher, like a traditional style, or you can do like online at home. So that's an option, and you just need to fill out your advisor form, and you have to tell them whether you're doing hybrid or you're doing in person for that. Prom, again, June 5th. There is a senior scholarship night on June 9th. The senior award assembly is on June 4th. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's immediately coming up that you guys need to know about for senior stuff. And another deadline coming up is subject area honor societies, and this is applicable to every single grade level. So the appeals are due tomorrow. So absolutely make sure to get those in, because I know like Miss Morris got like literally hundreds of applications in the first round. So if you were rejected the first time, make sure to submit your appeal in by tomorrow. And seniors, you need to submit your hours, so your new hour log, so you can like actually wear the NHS stuff on graduation by Friday. So make sure you turn that in. Subject Area Honor Society cords are also available for purchase via Google form on the Senior Google Classroom. They're like $13 each. The NHS cord information is going to be shared with all the senior inductees soon. And also NHS certificates should have been picked up. If you didn't pick yours up yet, then it is being mailed out next week, and that's really for like new members, that not like if you were inducted last year, you don't really get a certificate this year. And just some things our clubs have been up to. So Viking Volunteers is having their paint night pickup. It's their biggest event. So you basically get like a kit with a canvas, paint, paintbrushes, and you can choose to attend the in-person version, or you can again choose to be at home. The VLA, so Viking Leadership Alliance, hosted a very successful food drive for the Middlesex County Food Bank. The Interact Club is having a Habitat for Humanity walk on May 15th. So I'm pretty sure you can earn service hours for that too. So if you need some of those, make sure to check that out. Also, very, very important. So juniors, there is a survey on your Google Classroom to see who would be interested in attending an end of year celebration. It's kind of similar to a field day. The officers and your advisors are working really hard at planning this for you. So make sure to take the survey, because that's kind of how they go about planning, like what they can and can't do. Like what the parameters of what they can work with. So that's all there is for the activities department tonight. Now I'm going to be talking a little bit about the athletics department as always. So the boys tennis team will begin competing in the GMC tournament Thursday, May 13th. Oh, so tomorrow. Good luck, guys. All 5 flights were seated in the top 8 and received a first round bye. With 2 victories on Thursday, each flight will proceed to the semifinals on Friday. Led by junior standout doubles player Adarsh Madan Mohan and freshman singles phenomenon, maybe that's his tennis thing, Phenom Nithin Sankar. The boys go into the tournament as the defending GMC champions, hoping to upset the county once again and bring home the title. I'm sure they're going to do great. Good luck, guys. The girls' spring track and field team is 5-0 in dual meets and finished first in the 2-day South Brunswick Relay Classic this week. The team won 6 of the 16 relay events that were contested: the 3x400, hurdles, high jump, 4x100, 4x200, javelin, and triple jump. Congrats, girls. The boys' spring track and field team is also 5-0 in dual meets and finished tied for first in the two-day South Brunswick Relay Classic this week. The team won 5 of 6 relay events that were contested: the discus, shot put, javelin, high jump, and distance medley relay. Now I'm going to quickly go over the upcoming sports schedule. So Monday, May 17th, baseball and girls lacrosse will be going against Old Bridge. On Tuesday, May 18th, boys volleyball will be going against Colonia. Girls lacrosse will be going against South Plainfield. On Wednesday, May 19th, softball will be going against Old Bridge. On Thursday, May 20th, girls lacrosse and boys tennis will be going against East Brunswick. Softball will be going against Colonia. Baseball will be going to against Rutgers Prep. And on Saturday, the girls' spring track and field will be going against Old Bridge. So that's all the news I have for today. I also just want to wish everyone who's celebrating tomorrow a very happy Eid Mubarak. Today's the last day of Ramadan. I am also practicing. I'm fasting right now. That's why my throat is parched. I'm slurring all my words. But so yeah, Eid Mubarak. And as always, thank you for your time.
Okay, moving along, we have a special treat tonight. The report comes from our Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Disler.
Thank
It
you.
is all yours.
Thank you, President. Scott is not able to make it tonight, and he asked me to read this first before I do the report. From Scott: I regret that I'm unable to be present at tonight's meeting. Early yesterday morning, our family suffered a tragic loss when my sister-in-law, only 39 years of age, passed away unexpectedly. I need to be with my family in Florida during this challenging time. Thank you for your understanding, and I expect to be back in New Jersey early next week. If you do have questions for me, I will be checking my email each evening. So our heart goes out to Scott and his family. So please keep them in your prayers. I'll now move on to the report. Just a couple of things to share with everybody tonight. First of all, today is National School Nurses Day, and what a year we've had. We couldn't do what we've done through this pandemic without them. So we want to really give them kudos and know that we couldn't do this without them, and they've kept us safe and healthy. And today is their day. In addition, last week, as you know, was Teacher Appreciation Week. Well, this year is Special Education Week in New Jersey. This week celebrates and recognizes the work of our special education professionals during Special Education Week, so we thank them also for their efforts and their commitment to our school district. Primary Election Day, this is in June, and I bring this to your attention for the following. We actually reached out to the township clerk to request that schools not be used for Election Day this year, just because, as you all know, space is very limited due to our social distancing regulations. Unfortunately, our request was denied, and our schools will be used for the primaries. So therefore, due to the space limitations and our current usage of these spaces for daily school operations, June 8th, so I say it again, June 8th, is now going to be a virtual instruction day for all students. We'll communicate that as we get closer, but we just wanted to let the community know tonight. Summer meals sign up. This year, Chartwells is again signing up families to receive free meals over the summer. This service is free to all students age 18 and under. Location pickups will be at Greenbrook School and the high school, and this starts on June 29th. Information on how to sign up has been sent home in the weekly news. Another piece of information comes from the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office. They're going to be hosting a Youth Bias Task Force Roundtable tomorrow, Thursday, May 13th at 6 p.m. Information was sent home with a live stream link for anyone who would like to virtually attend. That's tomorrow, and that's with the prosecutor's office. As Zoya mentioned, schools are closed tomorrow to celebrate Eid. And we wanted to remind everybody that Friday, May 28th, since we didn't use all of those emergency snow days, we will have no school. So it gives our families, our students, our teachers a really nice long 4-day Memorial Day weekend. But before we do the presentation, so that was it. I think I was faster than Scott, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But before I turn it back over to you, President, I'd like to call to the microphone Gina DiVincenzo. She's part of Project Graduation Committee, and she wanted to give an update to the board.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. My name is Gina DiVincenzo. My daughter is a junior at South Brunswick High School, and I am part of the Project Graduation Committee. So we've been doing a lot of events this year, and I thought this was the perfect time to come and provide an update to the board, especially now that things are starting to open up a little bit, and we're very excited. The first thing I want to mention is that we are going to have our regular traditional event at iPlay America. The purpose of Project Graduation is to provide a safe and fun night for the seniors the night they graduate, so that they're all in one place, avoids drinking and driving, texting while driving, any of the shenanigans that teenagers can get into. So we always have this event at iPlay America. Unfortunately, we couldn't have it last year. The students meet at school around 9 p.m. We bus everybody to iPlay. They're there for the entire evening. All night, chaperones too, we're up all night, and we stay there until about 4:30 in the morning, and then everybody gets bused back. So we're very excited that we're able to have this event, and we're very excited that the district administration supported us in this, so thank you very much, and to the board. So right now we have a little bit over 200 students registered and paid for, so that's super exciting because we were a little nervous. We weren't sure if people were going to be into it or not, but it turns out that we're having a really great response. The deadline for that, it wasn't on Zoila's list, but the deadline for that to register is May 17th. And that has been sent out by Mr. Varela's office as well. It's also on the senior Google Classroom. They can email the project, sbhsprojectgraduation@gmail.com if they want more information. If anybody wants more information, it's $45. We can accommodate every single senior if every single senior wants to go. That was a requirement of the board. We said we want to make sure everybody is included. We had looked into some other options. I'm going to say the board, the Project Graduation Board. When we looked into options of doing it at a different venue, maybe one that could be outside, we were going to have to say, oh, we're only going to be able to have 200 kids or 300 kids. And the entire committee was unanimous that we need to have an option where everybody can be included. So that's what we have our traditional event. iPlay has been extremely cooperative and extremely great to work with. They've been flexible. I've canceled on them, rescheduled, canceled on them again. They've never given me a hard time. They've always put our deposit forward, and that's been really great. So May 17th is the deadline, and unfortunately, I just want to make sure anybody who's listening knows this, and I want to make sure the board knows this. That's a hard deadline because we're working with transportation. They're helping us to, Ms. Adignan is helping us to secure the transportation. We could possibly even have to go to an outside vendor, excuse me. So we need to know the numbers at least a month in advance. So May 17th is the time that we really need to know who is coming. In past years, we've been able to accommodate people last minute. Unfortunately, due to COVID protocols and everything that's happening, if after May 17th you decide to go, there probably will be a wait list, and we cannot guarantee that the student will be able to go. And we really, really, really don't want to see anybody miss the event who would like to go. So please, anybody listening, the board, if you know anybody, any seniors that are out there, please register for the event, and they can email the Project Graduation, they can email the school. Mr. Varela's office knows all about it, and we'll make sure that everybody gets registered. So the iPlay event was the most important thing I wanted to talk about tonight and just let the board know that we are doing. We also have lawn signs that parents can order for their graduates, and we've had so many successful fundraisers this year, and I just want to thank the entire South Brunswick community. This has been a really challenging time for all of us, and the way this community has come together to support any fundraisers the Project Graduation has been incredible. We had an outdoor craft fair because we couldn't have it at the high school in the fall. The turnout was tremendous. We've done 2 clothing drives. I mean, the truck had to come back twice for one of our clothing drives. Then we just raised over $17,000 with a virtual tricky trade that we held in my garage on April 30th. And it was a rousing success, and I know the board has been very supportive. I know Dr. Parker and Mrs. Rogers, you guys did not win anything, but your names were on the wheel. And Mr. Nathanson, thank you so much, because I know you sponsored one of our prizes. It was a really successful event, but I'm really taken aback by all of the businesses in this community who have had a really trying year that supported us. So thank you to everyone who did support us, and I just wanted to update the board and let you know that it was very successful. So our account looks good, so we can have this event, and hopefully the students will really enjoy the iPlay event, because that's really what it's all about. Project Graduation is a pay-it-forward organization. I don't even have a senior, but it's important that parents get involved and are working the entire 4 years their children are at the high school so that they can have this great event on the evening of graduation. I just want to thank the entire Project Graduation Committee. I would be remiss if I did not mention there is somebody behind the scenes who does all the financials. His name is Jonathan Bordeaux. He is the treasurer. I begged him about 1.5 years ago to be the treasurer, and he didn't hesitate, and he does all the financial and everything, all the financial aspects of Project Graduation. So I want to thank him and Kim Meir, who's like my right-hand person. But there's a ton of committee members who come and help all of the time. So that, unless there's any questions, that's all I have, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but a million thank yous in every way for all of the support we have gotten from the Board of Ed, from the district administration. I think especially this year, it's really important that our children have some type of normalcy if we can provide it in a safe manner. And thankfully, because of the large size of iPlay, their capacity is like over 1,500, and we usually have about 500. So we're way below that. The kids will be spaced out. They do have to wear masks, but it's really gonna be a fun night. So if any of you want to chaperone, you can ring me, and we'll put you on the list if you want to do an all-nighter. So that's all I have. Anybody have any questions? Mr. Nathanson, you look interested, I'm just saying. So.
I did it a long time ago, Gina.
Any questions for me?
Great job, Gina.
Thank you.
Fantastic job.
All right, thank you all.
Back to you, Jen.
Yes. I love that Gina was here to just talk about what she shared, because our first recognition is talking about all that our parents do and the volunteering that happens to make so much possible for our kids. We actually have 2 recognitions tonight, so board, if you don't mind, I'm going to introduce both because they're both going to be a video. So we'll do one video after the other. And my friends up top, if you want to start to make your way down, get comfortable. But our first recognition tonight is our PTO President's Council. And it all comes from the volunteering of parents and makes so much possible for our kids in our schools. Catherine Oliver, a special shout out to her. She is the leader of this committee, of the PTO President Council. All of our presidents are going to be honored in this video. I thank our building principals who worked to put this video together. Peter Ratine is going to kind of introduce and give the lay of the land. The second honoring tonight, the second recognition that you're going to see, it's another fun night. And do you know that this time last year, this was one of our first virtual types of recognitions we did. And the second recognition tonight is in regards to all of our accomplishments in sports, in athletics. And Elaine McGrath, our athletic director, has put together a video, I think with a little help. And we will see some highlights there, some accolades to our student athletes. So please enjoy PTO presidents as well as our athletics this evening. Thanks.
Good evening. I'm Peter Ratine, Principal of Indian Fields. On behalf of our entire leadership team, we acknowledge and honor the hard work of our PTO presidents. They give their time generously and work tirelessly to benefit the students in our schools. Thanks to their leadership, our PTOs flourish. To our PTO presidents, we thank you for all you do. During these difficult times, you have changed course and been creative in order to continue providing. Since we are not there in person to give you flowers and a hug, we share some thanks from those that you directly support, the students.
My name is Kason. from the Crossroads School. Then thank you for the hip hop assembly. I really liked it.
My name is Michael from Brunswick Acres School. Thank you to our PTO for putting together so many virtual after-school programs. We are grateful because it kept us together as a community during these hard times.
Hi, my name is Mariah Jasmine.
Hi, my name is Andrew Angermeyer.
From Cambridge School. Thank you to our PTO for the art supplies.
We are grateful because we get to do so many more great art projects with our friends and we get to show how creative we are.
Hi, I'm Luke from Constable School, and I just wanted to thank the PTO for letting us have the trunk or treat and for giving us a good social life and keeping us socially distant.
Thank you! My name is Quentin Kelly, and I'm Noah Catelli from Greenbrick School. Thank you to our PTO for our virtual author visit. We are grateful because this is such a fun opportunity to learn from a published author.
Hi, my name is Shar Rangasamy from Indian Field School. Thank you to our PTO for putting together so many in-person and virtual events for the students this school year. We are grateful because we don't really get to see our friends as much right now and do fun things after school. But these PTO events were so much fun and we saw our friends.
My name is Fazan Mohammed from Mama Junction School. Thank you to our PTO for supplying red lanyard bracelets for every student and staff member at the school. We're grateful because we were able to connect symbolically to one another even though we were still apart.
Hi, my name is Stuti Vishwanathan, the Student Council President at Crossroads South.
And my name is Jalen Poku, the Vice President of the Student Council at Crossroads North.
Thank you to our PTO for always supporting our school initiatives.
We are grateful for Patterns Prizes and teacher grants.
Hi, my name is Isabella Cruz from South Brunswick High School. And on behalf of our school, I want to give a special thank you to our PTO President, Lizette Lopez, along with our entire PTO for always going above and beyond for our students. We appreciate all of your hard work and dedication. Year after year, our PTO raises money that supports many important scholarships, which are vital for our seniors. Additionally, Project Graduation works tirelessly to provide our seniors with a very memorable and culminating experience. Ms. Lopez, along with our PTO parents, embody our core values: honesty, kindness, respect, responsibility, and above all, service. We love Ms. Lopez and our PTO. Thank you.
Hope that they were home watching, and we celebrate and we thank you. And Reggie, if you are ready, we'd love to now listen and learn about our athletics. So board, you can see a lot has happened in athletics. You can see the accomplishments. It's amazing to see how much has really happened even in the crazy mask wearing time that you see all those kids. So shout out to them. Just got a message from Marianne Murphy. Certificates were all sent home to our PTO council presidents. So again, we thank them. We thank our athletes. We thank the coaches. And I turn it over to you, President.
Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it. Turn over to the board if you want to make comments on the presentation, or save it to board comments. Either way. Anybody? Yeah, go ahead.
Just wondering on the athletics that we just saw, which was fantastic, and congratulations to all the students and coaches. When do we see the spring athletics?
When do you what?
The spring athletics, the baseball, the softball, track.
Yeah, they do
So
it in
we do
the
them
fall.
this fall coming after, okay.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I just have to publicly thank, on behalf of the Board of Education, all the PTO presidents. They do a phenomenal job during the year, and especially during COVID, it hasn't been easy to keep up their membership and do the things they've been doing and be able to provide the things for our students at each school. So I want to thank them. And the biggest unsung hero out of that is Catherine Oliver. I don't know if the board realizes, a member of the public, but Catherine is, I joke with her because she's been involved as council president for a very long time, and Dr. McCartney plucked her from, she was a PTO president, and he had an idea that we needed someone to run it as the council president, and she's been there ever since. And she doesn't, I don't believe she has children in the school system anymore. So she's doing a phenomenal job. So I want to thank her especially. Oh, she does?
Yeah, I think she might be a sophomore.
Oh, okay. She's still in school. Okay, that's good. Moving along. We have a first reading of the policy. David, are you handling it or Joyce is?
This is just from our previous meeting. We had a couple of updates for these three policies. This is a first read, so take an opportunity. They're on the portal. If you have comments or questions or concerns with regards to the policies, we have between now and the 27th to make those adjustments or answer any concerns or questions. So this is a first read only, not an adoption.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody here has comments or questions, they can certainly ask David, myself, and Joyce. Or if you have comments, you can put it, like David said, you can put it on the portal and they will read it and get back to you.
Mr. President?
Yes, Dr. Barker.
Can I ask a question? Are these primarily changes due to changes in law, or are these updates due to?
These were updates that were due to Strauss-Esme suggestions and some policies that we saw inadequacies in and as a committee addressed.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving along, we have public comment. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. Complete copies of the rules that govern this portion of the meeting are available to the public at the back of the room, or you can obtain it, advance copy by contacting the board office during regular business hours. We reserve the right to limit each speaker to no more than 3 minutes. It is our plan to listen to each member of the public We will note all questions and comments made. Once all questions and comments from all members of the public are made, the Board of Education will respond if necessary to questions or comments in the most timely and effective manner available. Please consider not repeating comments and questions made by all members of the public. I ask that you state your name, spell your last, and give us place of residence or your group affiliation. So the public understands we are doing this live because we're live, the students are live, and our staff are live. We put out a notice every week prior to our meetings, or every other week prior to our meeting. All public comments will be accepted in person only. Board meetings will continue to be streamed live and can be accessed on the website prior to the start of the meeting at www.sbschools.org. We welcome and invite anyone who would like to make a public comment at any of our Board Education meetings to please attend the in-person meeting. Meetings are held here at Crossroads North Middle School. Please remember, anyone attending an in-person meeting must wear a mask at all times and perform a pre-admittance self-evaluation, exclusive of temperature check at the door. Prior to every meeting, that goes out to the entire district. So I see some people. Are you interested in speaking this evening? No, you're just watching? Okay, seeing no hands, I'm going to close the public portion. Board committee reports. Mrs. Rogers, do you have a committee report?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So let me just pull that up. So this is for the curriculum committee. We met prior to the last meeting on April 28th, and just a couple things. Zoya has already, I think, mentioned a few things, and we all know that now there's no finals at the high school, so I know that a lot of the kids are probably celebrating that. We did confirm that prior to the announcement. We also shared the art gallery. Jen shared the invitation and announced the art gallery that was on the 29th, which was fantastic. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I highly recommend go online and take a look at it. It is really well done. We also discussed the career academies, and the pop-up was successful, and Jen had shared the survey that was given to students who attended, and they were very, very good. And hopefully maybe within the future we can provide some information onto those survey results. Finally, the social studies curriculum is being reviewed, and it will happen over the summer and into next year. That will start to get underway as I believe every area of the curriculum is reviewed on a schedule. So the social studies curriculum happens to be up. And finally, schooling loss. Jen had also shared that the leadership team, along with K through 12 stakeholders, are continuing to work in the area, and that there is things happening with a grant, hopefully, that will be applied that will cover some funding to support some schooling loss. And there's a plan to report out to the public once we get that under control and provide the proper information. And hopefully we'll be able to get that information out shortly. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rogers. Anyone else to the right? Anyone to the left? Mr. Keener.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to report that the Finance Committee did meet again prior to the meeting that we had. Just to let the public know, we are looking at different initiatives to enhance our benefit program. It's going to take a little while, but there are several things that we're looking to do that will enhance it, as well as possibly save the district money. So just wanted to put it out there that the Finance Committee is meeting on that.
Joyce, you have any? No? Okay. We'll close the board comments. Moving for approval of action items, the consent agenda for May 12th, 2021, which is this evening. Do I have a motion? Moved by Dr. Parker. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Mitchell. Roll call. David, please.
Mr. Rajakrishna? Yes. Mr. Ray Keener?
Yes.
Mrs. Joyce Mehta?
Yes.
Mr. Mike Mitchell?
Yes.
Dr. Stephen Parker?
Yes.
Dr. Smita Raj?
Yes.
Mrs. Lisa Rogers?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph Scaletti? Absent. Mr. Barry Nathanson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving along to board comments and communication. To the right. No? Wow. Okay. Lisa's quiet. Mrs. Mehta, go ahead.
Just want to say heartfelt congratulations and thank you so much to all the PTO presidents. I've been on numerous PTOs in my time here in South Brunswick, and it's a lot of work, and these people are selfless. They do it with every single good wish and good intention for the benefit of the students in our schools. So I just wanted to say a big, big thank you to not only all the PTO presidents, but everybody, all those who serve on every single PTO in all the schools, elementary, middle, and high school. Thank you so very much. And also want to wish everybody out there who's celebrating Eid tomorrow a very, very happy Eid Mubarak to all of you, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Mike, you had a comment? I was sorry about that. I'm shocked that Lisa didn't have a comment. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I just wanted to congratulate everyone, all of our award recipients, those who were recognized tonight, the PTO President's Councils, also to our 2021 athletic teams. I happen to believe we have one of the top programs in Middlesex County and as well in the state in our section. So very proud of each and every student athlete, every coach, our outstanding athletic director, Ms. McGrath. And that's pretty much all I have to say. We just looking forward to the ending of the school year and all the great things that are about to happen here in our district in a few weeks. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Mrs. Rogers.
Quickly, a shout out to the nurses. Once again, as Jen had said, they've really supported all the students and the staff, and I just want to give them a heartfelt thanks for all that they do every single day. And that's it. Thank you.
Anyone else? I'm going to just make a couple quick comments. First of all, I want, on behalf of the Board of Education, I just want to send our sympathy to the Fetter family and Jen, especially Jen's brother and his family down in Florida. As we say in the Jewish religion, may the one who is in all places bring comfort to their entire family. And, you know, it's an extreme tragedy, so I want to wish them the best. And Jen, you did a fantastic job tonight, so I want to thank you.
Back every month.
Yeah, we're going to, don't tell Feder we said this. Oh, we can watch it. Oh, okay. He's probably watching now, right? Hi, Scott. You didn't hear me say that? So, that being said, we're not going to executive tonight. So, can I get a motion to adjourn? Moved by Mrs. Mehta. I have a second. Second by Mrs. Roger. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Good night, South Brunswick. Please be safe.